Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the first video of 2021. I wish you all a very happy new year, and I know I'm a little late in saying that, but I did go on a break during New Year's and I'm back for good now. In today's video I created this makeup look right here, which is a very dewy, natural, glowy pink eyeshadow look, which is very appropriate for Pongal. And if you're someone who's celebrating Pongal, then I wish you a very happy Pongal. And I used some new makeup products in this video. Like ELF has launched in India on Nykaa, and I tried out some ELF products and some other new products as well. So if you want to know how you can achieve this look, then please continue watching. So I did record like my makeup favorites of 2020, but I was not very happy with the footage, and that's why I didn't upload it. And that's why this is the first video of 2021. Now for moisturizer, I'm going to take the Garnier Wrinkle Lift Anti-Aging Cream. You've seen me use this a lot, and it's no biggie that I'm going to be using this today. I'm trying to go for a very dewy natural finish. So I'm going to be using two primers. One is the Fasali liquid glass, and this one I'm going to be using only on the outer parts of my face. And for my T-zone area, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Pro Eraser. This is about to get over and I can't get it in India, and I don't know what I'm going to do when this gets over. I did finish my eye makeup on this eye because I'm working with two new eyeshadow palettes and I don't know whether the fallout will be a lot or less. So I wanted to finish my eyes before I come to the base. And for eye makeup, I'm going to be trying out these two bite-size eyeshadow palette from ELF. ELF has recently launched on Nykaa, and I did buy a couple of products. I do have a ELF baked highlighter and a ELF concealer. This concealer is not available in India yet, but I have the HD lifting concealer. So I'll be trying out all of the ELF products for my base. And these are the two eyeshadow palettes. This one is in the shade Berry Bad. This is how it looks. This is like a warm neutral palette, and the other palette I have is called Rose Water, and this is like a proper cool toned palette. So you can do like a full eyeshadow look with only one palette, but since I wanted to check the colors, I used both the palettes. Of course you can do just one transition shade and one lit shade, but before that, for eyebrows, I did buy a new eyebrow pencil from ELF. This is their instant lift brow pencil in the shade deep brown. This is how it looks. It has like a retracting pencil on one side and the spoolie on the other side. I did use it for this eyebrow, and I should say I definitely like it. So I'm just going to take the spoolie side of it and first brush my eyebrows, and then use the pencil side to fill it up. They also have a brow gel, but I just wanted to try the brow pencil first, and it is really good. The pigmentation is fine, the shade matches me very well, so I guess it's fine. And the fact that it is in a retractable pencil form, you don't waste a lot of products by sharpening it. I really like how the eyebrows are looking. Now let's move on to the eyeshadow. I'll just prep my eyelids with concealer and be right back. First, I'm going to take the palette Rose Water and pick up this mauve toned light brown shade for my transition first. I'm going to use like a clean blending brush. The palettes are definitely very pigmented. I really like how they work. Like you can see the shimmer shadows working perfectly for my eyes, and I really like the concept of bite-sized eyeshadow palettes. They also have colorful palettes, but these are the eyeshadow palettes that I gravitated towards. Next, I'm going to pick out even smaller brush like this, and I'm going to take the other palette, which is Berry Bad, and I'm going to pick out this cream shade, which is slightly darker than the previous shade that I used for my transition. I'm going to pick up this shade and apply it right below where I've applied the previous shade. For the lids, I'm again going back to the palette Rose Water, and I'm going to pick out both the shimmer shade. This is like a pale golden shade, and this one has a tinge of pink in it, more like rose gold. So I'm going to pick out both the shades and apply it on my lids. They are quite pigmented, you know. And I'm happy that ELF has launched on Nykaa, but to be very honest, I'm not very happy with the price point. ELF is like a drugstore brand in the US, and I expected them to keep the pricing a little reasonable, but I'll talk more about that when I come to foundation. That is it for the eyeshadow look. We'll go back to the eyes, to the eyeliner and mascara later. But coming back to the base makeup, I do have like a new foundation from ELF. This is the Flawless Satin Foundation, and I matched myself with the shade Sand. It has neutral undertones because I was a little skeptical. There's not enough shades in India. They do have a lot of shades in the US, but for some reason they do only have like 12 to 14 shades, and there could be some more in between shades is what I feel. And it comes with a pump packaging, it's all pretty and everything, but you know something, but the quantity of this foundation is 20 ml. Your standard foundation quantity is 30 ml, and this is 20 ml, and this retails for rupees 800. That is a lot of money for ELF is what I feel again, because it retails for I think $5 or $6, and Wet n Wild is in India. Wet n Wild is available on Nykaa and HOK Makeup, but their price point is not as high as ELF. This definitely feels like a luxury brand in India rather than an affordable brand. And I'm a little skeptical about the formulation. It says it is an oil-free formula, but when I received the package, when I opened it, there was some sort of oil and some sort of discoloration in the bottle. I will try and leave a video of it here on the screen, but there was some sort of discoloration inside the bottle, and this looks more like a bi-faced foundation, because the foundation component and the oil component, or whatever is the other component, separates very easily, and only when you have to like shake it a lot, and then when you take it out it comes like a proper foundation. Otherwise there's a slight oil layer on top of the foundation. I don't know why. While I watched a lot of reviews, it was all very good, but I don't know whether my product came like that or what. But this is the first time I'm gonna try it on my face, and let's see how it performs. I've taken about 1.5 pump of the foundation, and the undertones look quite okay for me. It is not too yellow, but let's see how it blends out, and let's see how the foundation sits on my face. So, first impressions about this foundation, the shade really matches me pretty well. I'm happy that I didn't get a wrong shade. But the way it blended out, I'm not a very big fan of it. As I kept blending it, it did not blend but kept spreading to the other parts of my face. Generally with my Maybelline foundation, when I start blending it, when I start buffing it like this, it starts to give coverage, and then it blends out very beautifully. But with this, when I started to blend out like this, it just started to move. You saw how difficult it was to blend out, and you saw for how many minutes I kept blending. I'm not going to edit or cut down the part. I might just fast forward it, but really it was a little difficult to blend out. I wish it was more easier to blend out. And with coverage, I will definitely say it's a light to medium coverage foundation, because you can still see my spots over here. So give me some more time. I will use it for a couple of other videos, couple of more days, and then give you a full review on it. I definitely would like to do a full review on this foundation. And as far as the finish is, it is definitely a satin finish, which I really love. I don't have a lot of dewy finish or satin finish foundation in my vanity, and that is all good, but I need to try it out for some more time before I actually tell you how I feel about this foundation. Let's move on to the concealer now. For concealer, I do have the ELF HD Lifting Concealer in the shade Light. This is the old one, the one which is available in India as the ELF Camo Concealer, which I did not buy because I knew I had this. When my friend went to the US, she picked this up for me, and this is like my highlighting shade, but that's okay. We're just trying out a bunch of ELF products, so I thought, why not use this concealer. I think this one was for $3, if I'm not wrong. I don't know how much is the Camo concealer for, but Shweta Vijay and other YouTubers, they really like the concealer, but I'll probably try it out once all of my concealers are over. So if you can see, it is like the highlighting shade for me. That was the shade Light, I guess. But can you see how effortlessly it blended out? That is what I expected out of the foundation as well. Because I've used the ELF concealer, that was the kind of expectation I had with the foundation with regards to blending, but it's okay. There got to be like one or two misses here and there. We'll see. I'm not going to be setting my face with a powder today because I have some cream highlighters to try on. Before that, I did buy a bronzing product from ELF. So you all know how much I wanted like a proper bronzing product which has like a warm undertone to it, and how my sugar bronzer is completely a cool undertone product. And this is the pan that I got. This is the ELF Primer Infused Bronzer in the shade Perpetually Tan. So I did try it out, like a hand swatch of it, and it does have like a warm undertone, but this is the first time I'm going to try it out on my face. And yeah, so let's just give it a whirl. It has decent pigmentation. Let's see how it works. It has a nice shade to it. This is definitely the shade which would match my kind of a skin tone. It's completely matte, which I like, and it does have like a warm undertone, but is it slightly too orange? Or am I the only one who's seeing it as slightly too orange? Let's do the full face and then see. I'm just gonna contour or bronze my nose with the product that is left in the brush. I'm not gonna be picking up any new product. So I do like the bronzer. Like, am I in love with it? No, but I do see that it has brought back some kind of warmth to my face. Um, I don't know. Probably I'll try it out with some other blush. Let's move on to blush. Elf did launch their blush sticks on Nykaa, but I didn't buy them. I bought a satin lipstick, seriously satin lipstick in the shade Taffy. This is how it looks, and this is the shade. I'm gonna apply this shade as my blush today because you can anyway use your bullet lipsticks as your blush, and that's what I'm gonna be trying out today. Not bad. It gives a sheer finish as a blush. It is not a blush, so I can't expect more, but it gives a very glow from within kind of a pink cheek look. I like the finish of this lipstick as a blush. The shade is just so pretty. It does complement my eye look. And now for highlighter, I do have the baked highlighter from ELF, which I bought like last year. Again, someone picked it up from the US for me. But before that, I'm going to try a cream highlighter, which is not from ELF. So for today's cream highlighter, it is going to be from a brand called Daughter Earth, and I'm going to be using the Glow Goddess Illuminator, which is like a cream highlighter, and this is in collaboration with Ankita from Curly Star. She completed 10 years in YouTube, and she collaborated with Daughter Earth, and she came up with this highlighter. There's a cute picture of Ankita inside this box, and the highlighter by itself is so pretty. The packaging reminds me so much of Forest Essentials lip balm, and this is how the highlighter looks. It has like a golden, champagne rose, all kind of undertones. I really can't figure out the undertone of it, but I'm sure it will be very beautiful for all skin types and all skin tones. I absolutely love how the cream highlighter or the illuminator is sitting on my skin. Can you see the glow? It is just so beautiful, and I really like the brand story of Daughter Earth. I was just looking at the website, and I really like their story. And they do have a lip tint. I thought I was buying the illuminator and the lip tint together, but only when I received my order I figured out I ordered only the illuminator. Like, you saw how little I took, and such a glowy finish look. I'm not going to top it off with the ELF highlighter. I really like the way the cream highlighter is sitting on my skin. Now let's go back to the eye makeup and finish kajal and eyeliner. For eyeliner, I have the Lakme Iconic Eyeliner, which is a new launch from Lakme, and I bought it so that I can review it for all of you. This is the third or fourth time I'm trying this out, and I should say I'm really impressed with it. So keep a look on my channel. I will soon upload a full review on this eyeliner. I'll finish the other eye, do my kajal and mascara, and be back for lipstick. So eyeliner, kajal and mascara are done. Moving to lipstick, I'm going to use the same lipstick that we used as blush today. It's such a pretty pink shade, like your everyday pink shade, and the formulation is like your regular lipstick. It will move, it will transfer. It's not a matte finish lipstick. It is so comfortable on the lips. It doesn't even feel like I have lipsticks on. And they do have a couple of more shades, but this shade is something that called on to my name a lot. That is it for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, then don't forget to leave a comment saying what other looks you would like to see, and also leave a comment saying which other product you would like to see a full review about. And make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and also hit the bell notification so that you'll be the first one to watch my other videos. I wish you all a very happy Pongal, and I will see you all in another video. Take care. Bye bye.